It is Monday and I am not at work. I had to take the day off for an appointment, but we are still gonna try to make some money today. I also do have to take advantage of the free time because there are just some things during the week that I can't do because by the time that I'm out of work and home, it's super late. So today I'm getting my smog check on my car, way overdue, and I just sent out some UV stickers to get printed, so we'll go head downtown and pick those up as well. No time to waste, let's go.
Let's go watch this.
I'm here in downtown. I have two stops. I gotta pick up a sweater real quick, and then I just gotta go across the street to get the prints. Sitting at a cool 95 degrees, and your boy's wearing a thick black t-shirt. Yeah, good times. Got the prints, got my sweater. I made it back right in time to pick up my boy from school, so the efficiency today was top notch. Look who it is. I'm back home, and I also have this shirt that I have to do and ship out. It is 4 p.m. I just gotta be out of the house by like 4:35 to be able to make the post office, because this also has to go out today. I'm using some of this lighter no-show mesh stabilizer. I do use 2 sheets. It's just text with satin pretty much, so I don't need a really thick stabilizer, but you know, I just double it up to make sure it still holds. And for this one, I use my 11 by 13 mighty hoop. This one comes in handy all the time besides my 8 by 9 mighty hoop. And you guys already know, getting your own, use my link in the description to get that free and fast shipping. Here it is, gotta pack this one up real quick. We have this one in the Mexico and the USA as well. We're back home. It is now a much cooler time. It's 8 p.m. I can relax without sweating all over the place. Now let's talk numbers here. Those stickers, I sell them for $2 each. This lady got 35, so that was 70 minus the 35 it cost to get the sheet printed. So that's 35 minus $5 for shipping. It was pretty cheap. So $30 profit. It's a little bit, but it's a very low effort job. Biggest thing was having to go downtown, but I had to pick up a sweater anyway, so it makes it a little bit more worth it. And then I just shipped it out already, super quick. Now for the other 2 ways that I'm hoping I'm gonna get a few bucks, and I'm literally talking about a few bucks, is what I'm gonna do in a few days. I'm gonna check back in with you guys, show you how well or bad this video did, and then show you how much I earned from AdSense revenue. Now, when my videos don't do as well, I earn about $3 a video. The average is between $4 to $6, and then the videos that perform better are between like 8, 9, and 10, like on the first upload. So usually how it goes, I upload it, most of the views come from that same day, and then it kind of tapers off over the next couple days. So in a few days, I'll let you know how many dollars I've made, like literally dollars. But on top of that, today's design, I will be reactivating my website, my Shopify website. It's not gonna look great, but everything works in there when it comes to the purchasing and all that. And I'm gonna put the design that I'll be working on right now. I'm still gonna show you guys how to digitize it. You know, if you guys don't wanna buy it, no big deal. I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. Or if you wanna do both, you know, just follow along. Seeing other people's digitized files stitch out in your own machine is actually a really great way to learn how to digitize. I'll have it up for like probably $1.50, something like that. It's gonna be just for hats, a file just for hats. I'll probably have it like 3 sizes, 2 inches, maybe like 2.2, and then like 2.4. So any of those sizes should be good for whatever hat you're working with. It's gonna be 3D puff. And right now I'm gonna show you guys real quick how I came up with it. It's pretty much the LA logo. Of course, I can't do the official Dodgers LA logo and sell it, so I'm gonna just give it a little twist, and then we'll see how it comes out. I'll put it on an actual hat. So this video also works as kind of like an instructional video if you want to, you know, stitch it out yourself at home. And, you know, thank you guys for coming along the ride. appreciate all of you, all the OGs, all the new folks that have come on board to learn all about digitizing, the business, and the general work life balance type of thing. Appreciate you guys. I don't take the comments, the views, the likes for granted. So yeah, like and sub if you haven't already. Now let's get into this. I'm gonna try out this little angle today. I just think it looks a little bit better than when it's facing the wall with the dryer and all that stuff. Not very cool, not very cool. So we'll try this out. All right, let's jump into this here. Here we are using Hatch Embroidery Digitizer 2. There's now a 4th one out. I'm still on 2 and it works great. So if you have it, you can follow along perfectly. All right, all we're gonna be doing today is not even using, at least right now, we're not even gonna be using any of this stuff. We're just gonna go ahead and use the Old English font. You know, if you guys have seen enough of my videos, you know I'm a sucker for Old English. So let's make our design from that font today. I think, yeah, we'll go with the, wait, what? I think I had my caps lock on, yeah. So obviously the LA works a little bit differently because it has this stick that extends out to where the A, let's break this apart, so that the A kind of like sits right there, right? So begin, we're gonna change this up a little bit so that we can still do that. Right now, let's do 2 inches. It's gonna be a little bit taller once I move this stuff around. So for the LA, here's where we get clever. Check it out. We're gonna break this apart. Let's go ahead and delete that. And this guy here, check it out. Just like that. And you guys know what I'm gonna do here. Break it apart, delete this. Make sure this still moves together. And check that out. Bam! Is that good? Is that good or not? Now let's change this whole thing to, let's do a 2.3 now. Just like that. Yeah, I like it. Maybe you can extend this a little bit more. I don't want it to look too funky. No, we'll keep it just like this. Before we change all the properties, well, this one's not gonna have any caps, okay? So like here, it would normally have a cap. Facebook messages. Right here, it would normally have a cap. I'm just gonna curve it so that it just ends. I'll show you guys right now, but don't worry about caps for this one. It's pretty straightforward. But we can have this with puff and then more puff on top of it. So we are gonna have to delete some of this stuff. We're gonna get the knife, cut here, right here, and right there. Just like that. So that's the first piece. And right here, I'm just where I cut, I'm just gonna move it over a little bit like that. Make sure we're ending either one of the sides so we don't get the split here, because then you might get some foam sticking out when it's like that. Okay, what was that piece in the middle right there? Delete that thing. So now it leaves a gap here so that this part of the A embroiders nicely without any issues. Now everything going on forward is pretty much your basic techniques or what you should be doing when embroidering puff. So one of those things is removing all the underlay. If you could leave just a center run, leave that, remove everything else. Second, and also one of the very important parts of this, is bumping up the density. So right here, I just remember to add the highlighter onto the mouse. Okay, I'm here in US, and then I'm gonna bump this down from 0.014 to 0.08, just like that. My stitch count right now is 3,644. And really the last thing that I'm gonna do is make sure that everything is ending, or like there are no open ends like this where the puff could stick out. So let's go ahead and add some stitch angles. It already has its own. So I'm just gonna go to reshape so that I'm able to, well, this one I do have to add one. I'm not sure why it doesn't let me do this one, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make it much smaller so it pretty much cuts it off. Same with this. It'll probably be fine here, like the way that it is. Like if a little bit of foam does stick out, you push it in, hit it with a lighter, that closes off perfectly. But just in case, I'm gonna do it a little bit smaller. You don't want it to be super pointed like this, because you're gonna get a bunch of tiny stitches right here and it won't look nice. You'll get too much thread bunching up. Sometimes it loops, like the foam would end around here and all of this thread is just gonna be flying up in the air. So keep that in mind as well. And just in general, when you're doing foam, not to end your points super pointy. everything was pretty minimal. The biggest change I'm gonna do is this one right here. I'm just gonna grab that existing angle. Will it let me? Sometimes you gotta add extra nodes for it to let you do it, but right now it doesn't seem to be letting me. So let's remove all the stitch angles, add stitch angles, and then we'll go like this. Like I said, we're too pointy right there. Let's end it just like that. That looks good. It looks like it's splitting here as well. Yeah, so just change that there. Just change that here. And I think that is about it. Let's see, let's center this. 2.3 in height, 2.3 wide. Let's do a quick little stitch player view here just to make sure everything looks all right. You have your center run, and then just the satin embroidering on top of it, just like that. I gotta remove that, and that's it. It was just this last one because I removed the stitch angles. I guess it kind of like put it to default, so it has a zigzag. Let's go back to center run on it, make sure our density is still good, and that's about it. When it's up on the website, I'm gonna leave the auto start and end in the middle. You guys know most of the time I do it at the bottom, so then I could like place it low on the hat, and I know that the design is gonna stitch higher up than that. For this one, I think just the more normal way people do things is just the center. You're gonna try to find the center of this, right? And that's how you're gonna do your trace, of course, but that's how you're gonna figure out your placement. I think it's just a little bit safer for everybody and probably more common. Check it out, everybody. This is the hat that I'm gonna do it on right here. I want you guys to let me know in the comments who's been here since this video right here. That hat, this video project that I did with the 3D pub was literally my third upload ever on this channel. 2023, 6K views, but only $2 because obviously I wasn't monetized at that time, but one of my best performing videos. So I'm gonna do this stuff on that hat today. I'll probably put that one on the website as well. If anybody does happen to want to pick it up, it'll be up there, fair price. So let's get this hat going. Do this placement thing, show you guys how I do it. So the design is upside down, obviously. Mark your midpoint. I have my mark here on the pen. Now let's try to bring this up to what looks about to be the middle of the crown, right? The crown. If anything, put it a little bit higher up when you're doing the trace, because if you have it really low, you could crash with the brim if it's like really low. So if you have any doubts, make sure it's on the higher side of the hat, and then adjust after running the trace. So let's do a trace here. I didn't hit there, but I am a little bit too high for my liking. So now we could bring it down just little by little, knowing we're not gonna hit anything here. That's not bad. I'm just gonna lower it a tiny bit more. Another trace. And that looks good to me. I'm gonna start off with this huge piece here. Obviously, after running one, you'll have a cutout of how big you need to do the rest of them. But for now, I'm just gonna put this one here, running it really low. This is a 3mm foam. If you're just starting out, I would recommend starting with a 2mm foam. It's slightly thinner, easier to embroider. But yeah, this one, let's do it. Actually, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. I'm fast forwarding on the machine just so I know where it's gonna actually start stitching out. So it's all the way on this side here. Do it. Also, I'm doing it pretty slow, 480. Takes almost 8 minutes here. Here it is, everybody. Let's get this off. No issues. Clean stitch out. Blammo, guys. This came out much better than I thought. Honestly, once on the hat, it looks much cleaner than what I thought it was gonna look like. Not gonna lie. Dang, I really did it with this one. Just a quick little thing. Sometimes I try to do some real cool stuff and it just doesn't, you know, it doesn't show. But this one, not bad, not bad. Check it out though. Even though I had no issues, what I'm gonna do for you guys is this satin right here, this part of the A that runs from the top to the bottom, I think I'm gonna make it just a little bit thicker. A lot of the times 3D puff, thin satins like that, you start getting issues, bunching up, thread breaks, all of that. So just to play it safe for you guys, I'm gonna make this one just a little bit thicker. So yeah, like I mentioned, this one will be up. I think this is the only one I have in this color scheme. So if this one does happen to sell, maybe in the description or in the pictures, I'll add options of the other hats that I could embroider it on. Or shoot me an email if you want this hat specifically, like this color, and then I'll see if I could get a few more. And again, the file will also be on there, super cheap. We'll see how that goes, and I'll see if I do this again. Like I mentioned, I think I forgot the sizes I said. 2 inches, 2.2, and 2.4 maybe. This was actually no, 2.1, 2.3, 2.5, because this one was a 2.3. So if that looked good to you guys, that should be in the files as well. I'm glad I was able to take full advantage of this Monday. But it's back to the grind tomorrow. It is 9 p.m. I have an hour to an hour and a half before this guy has to be tucked into bed, ready to bust my ass tomorrow and keep on keeping on. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a very good rest of your week going into the weekend. Till next time, deuces.